Hey guys, Kroot here, and I officially have sold all of my mining GPUs. So, I had a few people reach out after the last video, and people were asking about all sorts of things, from some of the ASICs that I have that I may be selling, to the Warthog rigs that I'm most likely going to be selling some, repurposing others, to my rest of my GPU farm. And someone made me an offer and bought both BC250 rigs. I'm actually keeping one blade for myself. And the rest of my 170HXs, along with 3 PCSP Octo miners that are set up to mine with them. Which means I have like 8 server cases left. It's kind of crazy to think about. But I've got about 8 or 9 of them left, and I'm willing to sell them for a pretty reasonable deal. So message me on that. So in this video, we've got a lot to talk about. There's a lot I want to share with you about the future of the channel and some other things while I clean this up. So stay tuned after a quick word from today's video sponsor. My current favorite miners to buy from Crypto Miner Bros are the BitX Gamma 601 home Bitcoin miner. With L Auto miners, it's fun to play the odds at a reasonable cost, as these things are very cheap to own and very cheap to operate. My next favorite miner is the AlphaPex DG Home 1. I've been using this thing since launch, and I've been stacking Doge, and I think right now the price is very, very reasonable for something that you can just put in a corner and mine away. And finally, if you're old school and you want to do some ETH hash mining, I'm also currently mining with the Bombax EZ100 Ethereum Classic miner. I'm currently mining Octa.space. So these 3 miners are great miners, and they're all miners that I'm using and I got from Crypto Miner Bros. And the best thing about Crypto Miner Bros is all of their prices are shipped to your door. There are no hidden fees. And if you want to support the channel, please consider using code KROOTMAN, KR00TMAN, for $70 off your next order. So thank you to Crypto Miner Bros for sponsoring this video, and make sure you check them out, guys. So I told the buyer I'm not testing the BC250s. I know they work, just too much work to get them all set up. I will, however, be just testing all of these real quick. When I sold my 170HXs, I ended up having 1 dead out of 48. So I don't really want to have that again. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn the circuit on for this. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take this in the... I just realized that I'll just take this in my garage and just start testing these one at a time, as I have to test them all anyway, and it'll probably just be easier doing it that way. So let's start packing and get all this stuff taken care of and talk about everything that I want to talk about. I'm on Ergo right now. Buy these for me instead of PCSP. I'll sell them cheaper, by the way. And they ghosted me. Speaking of which, PCSP kind of just ghosted me. So definitely, if you buy from them, buy from my eBay link instead of their store, because, you know, they're really not helpful to creators anymore. Anyway, it works. Everything's good. This rig is designed for 100 210s the way I set it up. So the whole thing is sold. I'm just packed. I saved all the boxes for everything. So we're going to ship the server case independently of the GPUs, because don't ever ship GPUs in a server case or you're asking for trouble. All right, it's working, it's hashing, I'm testing it properly. The 100 210s honestly are pretty solid on Ergo, and they're definitely very, 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 very good on Kapow. Basically, almost as good as 100 210 or 170 HXs. So if you believe in like Ergo or Kapow or have really low power, these things are great, and they're still about half the price of a 170 HX. So we're gonna go ahead and shut this baby off, and let's pack it up. One thing you need to remember about these PCSP cases, by the way, is that they do not shut off. The fans don't when you turn it off. As you can see, it's totally off. So you have to basically unplug the power. So that's unplugged. This case is gonna get taken apart and prepped for sale. So I'll be right back once that's done, and then I want to talk about some other things. Here's what one of these rigs looks like once it's set up. These deep in the mines cables are so clear. I think we've got about 3 of these left, so act now, buy the last 3, and then still support Deep in the Mines, because they made a bunch of these for me, and they're a good company to work with. And I might actually have them make me some cables for my PC. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get these pulled out, but just look how clean it is. This Octominer is actually very solid for these. And I actually think I have 2 of these left. If anybody are interested, I will be selling them at very, very good prices. First box is packed. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, save your old boxes when you buy stuff, trade, whatever. This was a trade I did a while ago when I was working with Respect.io. Still a solid company, but I don't really work with them anymore. Maybe in the future. Definitely not ruling it out. And I just saved all the boxes, made packing so much faster than when I was selling those 170HXs. And I kind of had to dig through this mess to get packing. So this is done, and I have these ginormous boxes, and I think I'm going to try to use them for this server case, because that server case is also getting shipped out. So I'll let you know how that goes in a minute. So I don't normally film packing server cases, but this is interesting. I feel like most people don't properly know how to pack a server case. People think they're hard to ship. They're really not. Shouldn't be telling people that because I still have server cases to sell. But all jokes aside, if you just put foam, there's foam on the bottom of this and there's foam on each side. And I'm going to put foam on the top and then a little bit over there. And it won't move. You don't need to shove it full of packing. Frankly, you can put cardboard here if you don't have foam. I've got plenty of cardboard. So we're going to go ahead and finish packing this. We're going to seal this one up and get it shipped. You have it, guys. The last full crypto mining rig. Now, that doesn't mean I'm done with mining content forever, by the way, because I am going to keep either one of these or an 8 card. I think I might keep one of these ones. It's going to go back in the shed, and I'm basically going to have like one of every card. So I'll have like a 100 210. I'll have like a 170HX 10 gig, 170HX 8 gig, 3060 Ti, 3070, and then maybe like a 90HX. Maybe I'll get a 30HX since they're so cheap, and I'll throw them in here, and then you can kind of see what everything does, you know, because these things are pretty accurate. This was supposed to have deep in the mines cables in it, and I never got around to it, but you guys should buy them. There's a few sets still. And I would only recommend using these with deep in the mines cables. I think they're the best. And this one just didn't mine because my power rate's been so high that I just never got around to swapping it over. It was on one of the lists of things to do, and then crypto crashed, at least for me. But anyway, I am going to get like one more of these. So what you'll see when I do mining, you'll see mining tests, right? And you'll see every card on at once, and you'll be able to see what everything does, you know, like what everything gets per coin and all of that. And I might do an update to see what's worth mining in 2025. Wow, it's 2025. So you're definitely not going to see the end of GPU mining content for me. It'll just be different, as I won't necessarily be mining it. So let's go ahead and get all these cards out and get them packed up. And that's it. Everything is shipped out except for 2 server cases. So as you can see, it's all gone. So all I have left are my wart rigs, some server cases, and some ASICs. Now, the only ASICs I think I'll be keeping is a DG Home 1. I may keep the bomb backs. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to keep it. So I'm going to be selling the Jazz Miner, the Gold Shell Doge Miner, the DG, it's the Echo, I forget the exact name of it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 server cases left, and odds and ends I've got PMD cords, Ethernet cables, wires. So if you're interested in any of these, please don't hesitate to reach out. And then we'll go over the future of the channel. Like I said before, I'm not done mining. I am done mining on a full-time basis. It will be more test videos to help you guys out. I'm probably going to devote like half of one of these. So what I might do is like I might put a server case right here that has my mining GPUs, and then maybe like I'll probably keep like 3 Warthog rigs, maybe 2 or 3, and then I'll put my ASICs on top, and then I'll have storage down on the bottom for Kroot Tech, which is quickly becoming a big focus of my life too, as the channel is doing really well. Make sure you like and subscribe there. Kroot Mining, however, is not done. We do have a lot of great content coming up, and I'm going to show you what to do with these rigs, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, it's wild. You know, I knew this day would come when I bought this shed. The shed is designed to be converted, and it will be converted in another video. I'm probably going to put my mini split in here. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I'm going to do that for another video. So anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Kroot Man Farm, born December 2020, died really December 2024. So it went 4 years, 4 pretty good years. But the last cards have been sold in July of 2025. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and thank you to Crypto Miner Bros, where you can get ASICs like the DG Home 1 and the Avalon Mini 3 shipped to your door. That's it, guys. Peace out.